And they're back at full strength. Here's Christopherson now, trying to sneak around O'Connell. Gudmundsson now. Gudmundsson behind Litza, and Klasnick all over him. Klasnick takes him out of the play. Puck comes out, and George Iwata sees it, and he'll send it down back into the Colorado College zone. Back the other way, Randy Best picks up the puck. Randy Best with a shot ahead, kept in on the far side by Gudmundsson. Now here's Austin firing away on the pad save, knocked out by Litza. Now Tyson plays the puck into the zone for St. Cloud, and an icing call will be assessed to St. Cloud. Will have the face-off back to the near side of Brian Litza.
Well, right now we're seeing Colorado College really applying a lot of pressure on the forecheck to St. Cloud State, and St. Cloud State is really trying to throw the puck up the boards on the strong side, and it's not really working too well.
A lot of players in the top 5 spot. Well, the top 10 of the WCHA scoring. These are the top 5 players on Colorado College, and that's some pretty respectable stats. Very respectable. When you have players like that playing for a team like this, you really can do whatever you want to. 5 players all leading WCHA in many categories. It's a very impressive feat, and that's what makes this Colorado College team so potent. Here's Ryman now. Back the other way as an altercation back in the St. Cloud State zone between Randy Best and Geronazzo, and it looks like Geronazzo is going to go to the penalty box. We'll come right back to the National Hockey Center. It's Colorado College on the board, 1-0.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss.
Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dew. Obsessed.
Possessed.
Impressed. No contest.
Well, it's kind of the other way around, and Randy Best is going to get the penalty for holding. So St. Cloud State will go shorthanded now. And Colorado College, their first power play of the night. Puck played into the St. Cloud State zone. And play whistle down. Icing on Colorado College.
Colorado College already scoring 1 shorthanded goal of the day. Now we're going to see their first power play, the opportunity of today. They did a nice job, St. Cloud, I should say, did a nice job yesterday at bottling up Colorado College, as we saw a little bit earlier. 5 players, them 5 players really contending in the WCHA for scoring well. Remember the players that are composed of Colorado College's power play units, and not only do they have 1 but 2 solid units of power play players that can set out there and do a consistent job, and they're just filled with great personnel on this team. And St. Cloud did a nice job yesterday of shutting down the #1 power play in the WCHA.
An interesting note, I don't think you mentioned it, but 16 of the past 19 penalties St. Cloud State has killed off. Here's a chance now as Cullen streaks in to try and pick up the puck. Loose puck for Reeder, and a shot. Backhand out front, and the save made by Lambert. Gudmundsson now back out for Colorado College. And almost a shorthanded St. Cloud goal. Good effort by the penalty-killing crew out there for St. Cloud. Here's Colorado College now. Eric Rude comes into the zone. Lets the puck go around the boards. Back on the far side, Geronazzo goes through him, and Melson goes to the corner with him. Now O'Connell gets the puck. Not able to clear it. Time running out on the St. Cloud penalty, and on the power play for Colorado College. Tip out front, the goal.
Well, 36 seconds remaining to Randy Best's penalty, and CC jumps to a 2-goal lead pretty early. Not even 10 minutes into the game, and hit some traffic in front. We'll see who the officials give credit to it
24, 2-4.
24 from 2 and 4 apparently are the way they're going to call it. So that means it's Geronazzo. Oh, take that back. They're giving it to Schmidt.
Huh.
They're giving it to Schmidt with Rude and Elfring getting assists on it. So a power play goal. And
no, I don't think that's right. I think they're going to change it. I think it was either Geronazzo or Schmidt that got the goal out front. And if Schmidt got the goal, Geronazzo should get an assist, I would think. And that is correct. Geronazzo getting credit with the goal. So it's now 2-1 Colorado College. 2-0 Colorado College. Back on the far side. George Awana picking the puck up back behind Lambert. Skates to the corner. Awana coming out with it. Drops it back to the corner. Now Johnson. In there, shoved by Maristoon, picked up by Stewart, and here's Ryman. Ryman stick handling the puck out front. A chance as Maristoon had his stick all tied up. Now Maristoon goes back behind. Awana had a piece of it. Now Ryman. And is picked up and brought back out by Johnson. Cheney coming across the line, sneaking in, but shot in the goal. How did that happen?
Cheney just found out now that he scored. I didn't know it even went in. I don't think anyone knew it went in the net. I just saw the red light go on.
Wow. Well, 3 goals already in the first 10 and a half minutes, basically, of this first period, and all 3 going Colorado College's way. Here's another look as the 223s come across the line.
Excuse me?
Wow. Just enough room for a puck to fit in there. He found that perfect place.
Cheney getting the goal.
Like I said, I don't think Cheney even went in the net. He didn't put his stick up or nothing. He was going back to the bench for a line change, and then the play had stopped. Then he turned around and he saw that red light on. I think then he noticed that he scored.
8 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first period, and already a 3-0 score for Colorado College.
And this is, well, you don't want to get down by 3 goals in the first period to the #1 team in the nation. Here's another look at what we just witnessed. Cheney just coming down, and Stewart laying a shoulder into him. And what does he do? He tries just getting a shot on net on the backhand, and well, he beats him right by the pad there, closest to the pipe.
Here's Goulet with a shot now. And the glove saved by Lambert. Brings play to a stoppage.
Maybe St. Cloud State will be inspired by the way the Badgers played Minnesota yesterday. Minnesota was up 4-0 and Wisconsin ended up winning the game 7-4. So comebacks aren't impossible. And Wisconsin is not highly as ranked as the team as Minnesota. Minnesota finishing second in the WCHA. Wisconsin more towards the bottom of the division. So St. Cloud State, even though a bigger task at hand to come back against CC, and especially now that they're going to be getting a penalty, it looks like O'Connell's going to be going for the Huskies, assuming they'll get a holding call.
And an upcoming penalty on St. Cloud State. It's a 3-0 score. Colorado College leading this one early.
I want to be the greatest artist in the whole world. I want to work in a zoo and take care of animals when they're sick. I want to make buildings for real and skyscrapers.
U.S. savings bonds can help you get them to college so they can be what they want to be when they grow up.
I want to be a musician.
Even if they do keep changing their minds.
Ta-da!
Mike O'Connell getting the a penalty for holding here.
Yeah, as you can see, Mike would have gotten beat, so he just tried grabbing on to the Colorado College player the best he could, and didn't want him. Wanted to prevent a shot from Colorado College, and got a little bit too much arm in there and tugged a little bit too much at the CC jersey.
Back on the far side now, CC on the power play. Controlling back out to the point. Scott Swanson fires one through, and Remackle tries to get a piece of it. Did not connect. And now it's Melson heading back up the ice as he picks up the puck along with Paradise. Melson holds up. Parrish is in there too. And he has to play it back for Vakari. Karich fires it into the zone, comes off the back of the glass, kind of funny. Minute and 5 seconds to go on the St. Cloud penalty. Here's Randy Best now, and the puck goes into the St. Cloud bench. Down to a minute exactly left of the penalty to Mike O'Connell. Colorado College with already one power play goal here tonight. They continue to be on the power play for another minute. Something that we could mention, St. Cloud State talking about maybe being inspired last night by Wisconsin. Well, they played pretty well last night when they were down 4-2 in the third period, and they picked up those 2 goals to tie the game at 4.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of hockey left in this game.
Here's Elfring shooting up front, leads them with the save, and then clears it after a couple of seconds. Puck comes back into the Colorado College zone, back behind Lambert. And back out comes Rude. Rude firing the puck into the Husky zone. Randy Best back behind, and Kelly Reeder dumping the puck down the length of the ice. 30 seconds to go in the Colorado College power play. Elfring. Now Randy Best again getting it around. Dumping the puck again down the length of the ice. Good job on the penalty kill.
St. Cloud State limited Colorado College to very few shots on this power play for CC. So this is a step in the right direction to get themselves back in it.
Now Schmidt knocked out the play there by Naristoon. Penalty killed off, and St. Cloud back to full strength. Back around for Jason Stewart now. George Iwata comes off his skate, goes past Naristoon, and in comes Gudmundsson with a shot and a save right on Litsa. Back to the point now is Needham. Gudmundsson charging in, Litsa making the save, then a chance for the rebound, and players pile up, and the puck is sitting out in front of them as George Iwata comes in to clear it down the length of the ice.
That was about 3 inches shy of going into the net. Brian Litsa stacked the pads, laid down in front of the net, and the puck was just trickling there, and he picked his leg up and slid right under, almost slid right underneath him.
Back into the zone comes Christopherson, but he can't get around Vakari, and then the puck taken away by Ryman. Klasnick now. Back to the near boards. Hartnell getting a bit of a shove. Klasnick chasing it down. McNeil behind him, and Klasnick gets it back to center, and Brad Goulet picks it up. Goulet dumping it in. Back for Goulet in the corner. Now knocked away, and Colorado College clearing the zone as out comes Gudmundsson. Now O'Connell. O'Connell hits Goulet. Here's a shot coming away from Tykeson. That one going wide of the net. Here's Brad Goulet. Well, stopped out of the point by McLaughlin, but knocked down the other way, and back out comes Remical. Here's Hartnell now coming across. Shot by Swanson, and it deflects up and out of play. 4:35 to go in the first period. We'll be back to the National Hockey Center.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Face-off coming up inside the St. Cloud State zone. Off the face-off, O'Connell, and now McLaughlin controlling. McLaughlin saw himself being charged by 2 Colorado College players and drops it over for O'Connell as the puck comes into the Colorado College zone. Puck brought out, knocked off of Bodker's stick, and now McLaughlin sending it back in the zone. Back to the corner. Rader shoves Bodker. And the puck comes out from behind the net. Back to the far side. In comes Geisbauer. Oh, and a centering chance for Goulet, but it was knocked away by Lambert's stick out front.
Excellent job of Lanford knowing of where his players are at and knowing what to do. He saw that there was an open St. Cloud State player in front of the net, and Geisbauer was going to make that pass, and he anticipated where to go with it and just luckily put his stick there, and that's prevented a St. Cloud State goal.
Back in the corner now. Players tie up. Here's O'Connell. Now McLaughlin gets the puck around the boards. Shot coming away from Root on the near side. And the stoppage out front as Cullen gets the pass. Here's a shot from Cullen going a few inches wide. Kept in nicely by Ryman as he gets his stick out, or his skate out there rather, to keep the puck in the zone. Unfortunately knocked back out by Colorado College. Well, a pass for Cullen was gloved along the way by Root, and he fires it back the other way.
Looks like a catcher up there.
Here's Cheney now out for Needham, and Needham loses control, and now Cullen picks it up with a 2-on-1. Cullen, and here's Paradise shooting with a right-wing shot, deflecting off the boards and out of play.
That one going into the parking lot?
I don't know. What was that speed clocked at, I wonder?
Hit something and it took off. I don't know. It jumped going somewhere. I hope it didn't hit anyone. I hope no one got hurt.
Well, Colorado College has been successful no matter what way you look at it this season, and they haven't lost in their second game of the series in any of the series that they've played in this season. A couple of ties. But again, just an all-around successful team this year. Maristoon winning the draw. Comes back to Vakari. Now back on the far side. Christopherson gets it out. Vakari chasing it down along with Gudmundsson. Puck around by Christopherson, and now Gudmundsson has it. Stick handling around. Back out to the point as Swanson fires one. That one goes up and over Litza. Now here's Jason Stewart as he's battled from behind by Christopherson. Back for Vakari. Inside 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the period. And across the line they come outside. So play whistle down. 2:06 now to play in the first period. Colorado College out with the early lead in this one by the score of 3-0. A shorthanded goal and a power play goal making up the 3 goals.
Special teams are a prominent part of Colorado College's game plan, and 2 out of their 3 goals today have been on the special teams, so they're performing very well.
Off the face-off, puck comes inside. Back to the near corner. Now a shot by Goulet. Deflects, and it's picked up by Chad Hartnell. And Hartnell comes back down the ice. Puck picked off of Hartnell's stick, and now well, it's brought back to neutral ice after finding itself in the Colorado College zone for a split second. Here's Geisbauer shooting, but sprawled out in front of him was Elfring, and the shot didn't go through. Vakari ripping one, and that one deflects back to the corner. 1.5 minutes to go in the period. Puck kept in by Melson. Melson battled by Geronazzo and Hartnell, and the puck brought back to center, and now Vakari takes it back in his own zone. Dave Paradise, Huskies junior. Dave Paradise, now Melson the senior, and Cullen the freshman. Pass over for Parrish with a shot, and that one didn't get through Elfring. Colorado College back the other way. Some fancy moves by Darren Clark. Tries to get around O'Connell, but O'Connell says no way. Puck comes back to the corner. Shot from the point as Rude gets it. Rebound chance out front for Bodker, and another save by Litza, and then dumped out. Almost out of the zone. Colorado College, Bodker picking up the puck. Now back in the corner it comes as Cullen goes to the boards along with Elfring. Or make that Brian Swanson. Here's Bodker now out with the puck. Seconds clicking down here in the period. Clark with a shot on, and then it comes around the boards. Bodker Inside the final 10 seconds of the period, Cullen chips it ahead. It comes down as Parrish is there. Parrish tied up by Needham, still able to get the puck. He knocks Needham off the play, and then Eric Rood comes in and, well, knocks down Parrish, and that brings the first period to a close. A very good first period for Colorado College as they lead it 3-0. Our first intermission coming up in just a minute.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Last year, Mark Fisher dedicated the DSI Championship to the man who taught him how to fish. Fisher was the $50,000 headliner in a star-studded cast. Now he's back for a sequel, and the field is loaded with talent. Anglers that continue to dominate, and men who prove they can win anywhere. All at Lake Minnetonka for the richest charity bass tournament in North America. We'll take an early look at the 95 U.S. Invitational Bass Tournament, Tuesday at 6:30, here on MSC.
Menards has dozens of refreshing ideas for your bath, including a great selection of vanities and medicine cabinets from Omega. They feature beautiful wood styling. This vanity has a handy bottom drawer, now $175. Add more style with tubs and surrounds from Crane. Our entire in-stock selection is on sale. Tub surrounds start at $59, tubs $88. Check out the bath savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Back to St. Cloud at the National Hockey Center. Colorado College leads the St. Cloud State Huskies by the score of 3-0. Coming up in our first intermission, of course, we'll be talking with Huskies head coach Craig Dahl. Talk a little bit about that goal last night that was disallowed early in the first period with Coach Dahl, and we'll also be talking about the game and what's ahead for St. Cloud. And a little bit following that, we will have our first period summary, and a summary of those 3 goals and what happened here during our first period. Dan Ryman is downstairs with our own Todd Karich. Todd?
Well, Dan, not exactly the type of first period St. Cloud State the Huskies wanted to have this period. What are some of the things going wrong out there? Colorado College really controlling the special teams, it seems like.
Yeah, they capitalized on that shorthanded goal. You know, that kind of took a little bit wind out of our sails. I don't think we got a lot of jump. We're not finishing our checks like we did last night in the first 2 periods. You know, I mean, we got to body them guys. They're a talented team, and we got to slow them down a little bit. So.
Now you're playing in your final game here at the National Hockey Center as a senior. What's been your fondest memory as a St. Cloud State Husky?
I think my fondest memory is just being with all the guys throughout the 4 years I've been here. I just made a lot of good friends and had a lot of good times, and just had the chance to play WCHA hockey, which is just a great thrill.
Is there going to be any one particular element that you're going to miss the most?
I think just coming down to practice every day. You know, you say you hate practice now, but it's just coming down, you're having a good time when shooting the puck around, and then especially the games. You know, it's just a great thrill to play here, and the fans are great and everything. So it's going to be hard to see that go by.
Now St. Cloud State is down by 3 goals, but it's not impossible. You are playing Colorado College. Wisconsin did it against the Gophers yesterday, down by 4. What can we expect from this St. Cloud State team coming into the second period?
We're just going to have a lot of jump on our legs. You know, we just got to start establishing a forecheck a little bit. We didn't get too many shots that period, and just get some things rolling and just got to move our feet, you know.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck the rest of the game and the rest of your career.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's Dan Ryman of the St. Cloud State Huskies, one of the 6 seniors on this St. Cloud State team. When we come back to the National Hockey Center, well, more of the first intermission.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliché. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss.
Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dew. Obsessed, possessed, impressed, no contest.
Mike and Bruce explain how they make savings simple at Mattress Outlet and Comfort Center.
We're off the mainstream area, which gives us a lot lower rent. And then those savings are actually passed on to our consumers.
The thing you got to keep in mind is that when we order the stuff, we unload the trucks, we bring it to the store, and we set up the displays. When it comes time for deliveries, myself and Bruce deliver it. There's not a lot of places that can say that. I mean, our chief concern, our main concern was to make sure that we could bring you a product at the best price in St. Cloud.
Savings made simple at Mattress Outlet and Comfort Center, 1 block north of Dayton's in the 3rd Street Plaza.
I'm Coach Clem Haskins. I love basketball, and I'm really proud of my players. Because this year, they're not just playing for fun, victories, and pride. They're playing to help the American Cancer Society find a cure. Every time a Gopher player makes a three-point basket, that's money in the bank for cancer control. Your money when you sign up to join the Coaches vs. Cancer three-point attack. Call this number. Get involved. Be a player. Let's beat cancer. It's begging for a fight.
Head to Menards for Peerless Values. Find extra savings on kitchen faucets from Peerless. They're backed by a lifetime warranty. This single-handle model with spray is $45.69 after rebate. Install that new floor the easy way with Easy Flow concrete underlayment. It's self-leveling, no need for special tools, ideal for all high-moisture areas. Now $19.96. Home improvements are easy at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to the National Hockey Center between periods 1 and 2 for our first intermission. Here with Huskies head coach Craig Dahl. Craig, good game last night. Fell short 5-4 in the final. It went right down to the wire.
It did. You know, we tied it up with 1:16 left, and you think you got it. You know, you're going to be in overtime for sure. And right off that face-off, we come down. Paradise has a shot on net, and Parrish is right there for the rebound, and Bach makes a big save, and they come back down our end, and we had a little breakdown, and they scored, you know, with 27 seconds left. So it was a little frustrating from that standpoint, but it was a great college hockey game.
The first time the puck went in the net, it was called off. Your thoughts on what happened, and you probably have a little bit better insight of what happened there.
Well, you know, you can look at the play here, and you see the shot coming. Goes right on net. It's starting to trickle by, and there it is, laying free and clear. I mean, that's a goal, and you know, they don't count it. And I didn't think it was covered, but the refs blew the whistle. So you know, that's hockey, and you're not gonna, you know, the referees are human; they're gonna make mistakes. But it certainly would have been a big goal for us. It would have tied it at that time 1-1, and turned out would have been a big goal for us.
You guys were down 4-2 in the third period to stage a pretty good comeback in that third period to tie it at 4.
Yeah, we did. We weren't playing well in the beginning of the third period, and then we came on and got the power play goal, and then George Awada came, his line came back and just dominated that shift, and ends up with George banging it in to tie the game, and the 5,000 fans here were jumping, and like I said, we thought we were going to be in overtime.
Not to get too far ahead, we still have the game today, but looking ahead to playoffs, what can we expect?
Well, we're going to go to Denver next week, and Denver lost again last night up in Anchorage. They're 5-8-2 in their last 16 games, so you know, maybe they're reeling a little bit. We don't really focus too much on who we're playing. We're just trying to play our game and play as well as we can, and I think that's the important thing. But our spirit is good right now, and our morale is good, so hopefully we're going to play well out there.
No question, this has been a rebuilding year for the team. It's been a successful one. Looking down the road, what's the potential for this team in the next few years?
Well, the interesting thing is, you know, all 4 goals last night were scored by freshmen, and if Matt's goal would have counted, that would have been 5 goals by freshmen. You know, I think our potential is really good. We've gotten better. We've got 4 freshmen in double figures in goals, and that's a big thing in the WCHA. So if we can finish this recruiting year off with some elite players to go along with the ones we've got, I think we're going to have a great future.
What can we expect in the regular season finale tonight? A similar game, a similar skating style game that we saw last night?
Yeah, I think it'll be a barn burner. I know both teams will play hard, and we're looking forward to it. I'm up for it, and I'm anxious to get the game going. And so I think it's going to be a great game, and certainly I hope it'll be another one for the fans to enjoy.
All right. Well, best of luck once again, and good luck in the playoffs too, Craig.
Thank you.
Huskies head coach Craig Dahl will come right back with more of our first intermission.
Cry. they call it Lonesome Town, where the
Yes!
hearts stay.
Yes!
You can buy a dream or two.
Here it comes.
The old tax booklet.
Let's get busy.
I'm ready.
You got chewed up last year.
Here's a new twist.
He's gonna file his taxes
My phone? What, no forms to mail?
I hate this.
We're finished.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Stay sharp, Woody.
If you're a 1040EZ filer, check your tax booklet for Telefile from the IRS. It's free, it's fast, it works.
Good point. There's always a crossword puzzle.
I want to be the greatest artist in the whole world. I want to see my name on the front page every day. I want to work in a zoo and take care of animals when they're sick. I want to make buildings for real and skyscrapers.
U.S. savings bonds can help you get them to college. They're guaranteed safe and now earn Treasury-based rates right from the start. So start saving now, and they can be what they want to be when they grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
Even if they do keep changing their minds.
Our first intermission continues. Jeff Hanson back with Todd Karich at the National Hockey Center. And Todd, in that first period, those 3 goals by Colorado College, not really spectacular goals. They snuck some in on St. Cloud.
Yes, they're just special team goals. 2 of them came. One came on a power play goal and another on a shorthanded goal. And St. Cloud State really just needs to tame down a little bit. Brian needs to let in a couple shaky goals. He needs to get on top of his game and a few breaks here or there, and I think St. Cloud State can find themselves back in this game.
Now, obviously, the more shots you get on net, the more chances of scoring during the game, and the shot totals went Colorado College's way in this first period.
Yeah, Colorado College had a couple power play opportunities. They had a few shots, and then power plays. They scored a power play goal. And St. Cloud State hasn't been shooting the puck enough. Really, the only Stuart, Maris, Toon, and Awada line has really been putting on some pressure for St. Cloud State. They've had a couple ample opportunities, but other than that, St. Cloud State hasn't really done a good job offensively.
All right, let's take a look at the first goal. Brian Swanson scoring the goal for Colorado College.
Yeah, it was just a nice play by Brian Swanson to anticipate the pass from Nelson to Paradise on the power play. St. Cloud State was on the power play, and they got a little bit relaxed, a little bit too much relaxed. Swanson picked out the pass, came down, made a nice move on his backhand, and beat Leitzel on the glove side.
And 2-0, Colorado College went up on a power play goal from Geronazzo.
Yeah, and Geronazzo, we've talked about how great of a player he is, Hobie Baker candidate. Well, they really know how to work the puck around on this power play. Right there, just a shot from the point and really utilizing the fact that Geronazzo was crashing the net, and Colorado College does a very good job of that. As soon as the shot is taken, they're always moving around in the high slot area, really trying to find where the open spots are at, and that right there was a perfect goal because Geronazzo found where the puck was at, got a stick on it, and they got a power play goal.
And we'll take a look at the third goal. Cheney getting the goal, and here's another example of just some good play.
Yeah, this is an example of what any coach will tell a player, that you have to shoot the puck. You have to put the puck on net. If you don't put the puck on net, there's no way you're going to score. Well, he just beat Brian right there, very close on the short side, and I don't think he really even knew it went in the net right there. He still kind of skating around, and then he noticed all of a sudden that the light was on. Then he put his stick up about 5 seconds afterwards. So that was a shot that Brian Leitzel should have stopped, and I'm sure the rest of the team knows it. But Brian can't get down on himself. He's got to come back, improve his game, and play consistent hockey.
All right. Well, 3 goals in the first period, and all 3 went in the St. Cloud State net. We'll come back with the second period and more from the National Hockey Center. Colorado College leads this one.
Salt causes rust. Watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Set for the start of period number 2 between St. Cloud State and Colorado College. It was a 1-1 score at the end of the first period of yesterday's matchup here at the National Hockey Center. A little different story. A little different story here in this one, where Colorado College has the 3-goal lead. over the St. Cloud State Huskies.
St. Cloud State, they need to come out and they need to be alive in this second period if they want to be successful. They need to take these first couple shifts very seriously, and they have to skate hard, get some opportunities, create some opportunities for themselves, and play good inside the defensive zone.
And maybe avoid some penalties. Back in that first period, they had a couple of penalties which maybe could have been avoided, and of course the result of that was that one power play goal from Colorado College. Colorado College, #1 team in the nation, and St. Cloud State has played well against them. We can't take anything away from them. Colorado College just has dominated the polls throughout the majority of the season.
Yeah, in large part they should too. Colorado College is the type of team that, like I said, they capitalize on the mistakes you make as a team. If St. Cloud State is to make a mistake, Colorado College is going to score a goal. We've seen that, the shorthanded goal. St. Cloud State made an errant pass that shouldn't have taken place. It happened. Swanson anticipated the pass, picked it up, went down, and scored a shorthanded goal. They shoot the puck on that. They got kind of a lucky goal on Brian Lisa. And their power play goal is just an example of St. Cloud State having to hold up Colorado College because they're a little bit faster team and they're going to go to the box a little bit more.
Set for period number 2. The two number 9s at the face-off circle. Matt Cullen and Colin Schmidt. And the puck comes back to Andy Vicari. St. Cloud State trying to get the puck back down the ice, and it comes back in their own zone. Back on the far side. Here's a puck picked up by Geronazzo with a shot out front. Rebound cleared away by Dave Paradise. And Paradise brings it back out for St. Cloud with Parrish picking it up and then getting away from him as he crossed the line. Cheney knocked off the play by Paradise. Here's Elfring now. Elfring and Cheney on the near boards. Nelson digging the puck out. Nelson chases it down back behind Lambert. Nelson comes up with the puck. Shot away by Reeder out at the point. And play whistle down. St. Cloud State trailing this one by the score of 3-0 after 20 minutes of play, and only 2 wins when that situation has happened on the season. They've won 2, lost 12, and tied 7 when trailing going into the second period.
So not a very favorable statistic for St. Cloud State, to say the least.
But we talked earlier about the comebacks, and that certainly will play into that. Gudmundsson, or make that Swanson now, back on the far side, and out comes Colorado College with a shot in. Deflects off Randy Best. Back behind and around to the near side. And a shot coming off to the near side of Brian Lietza. Loose puck picked up by O'Connell, and back out comes St. Cloud State with Reeder. And the puck comes into the zone. Reeder chasing it down, dropped it back to Ryman. Now Reeder again. Here's Geisbauer as it's knocked away from Geisbauer. And Swanson brings it back out. And McNeil now with the puck. Jay McNeil shooting at Brian Lietza with a rebound shot coming out. Shot in the goal! The first rebound chance didn't go in, but the second one did.
Ryan was holding up his glove and the puck went over on the opposite side of the net, beat him right over the blocker on the shoulder. And St. Cloud State, we talked about back checking. That was one of my keys at St. Cloud State, something they needed to improve on. Well, that right there is another line rush, and St. Cloud State's forwards got to get back into the zone. Here's the initial start. As you can see, Colorado College brings it inside the zone. Randy Best loses his stick. There's the first shot. And the rebound's just sitting there. And just shelved it right by Brian Lietza. Brian, I don't think he must have been screened, but didn't really see where the puck was at. So Hartnell will get credit for the goal, and McNeil will get the assist.
Into the zone now. Johnson gets the drop pass. Here's a chance now as swinging away was Bodker out front, but McLaughlin had him all tied up, didn't connect. Back to the corner, Ryman, or make that Maristoon. Gives Clark a shove, and now here's Brian Swanson. Brian Swanson is... Michael Connell takes him out of the play. Puck comes to the far side as Mike Maristoon picks it up. Now McLaughlin. McLaughlin being caught up by O'Connell and Bodker tying up. Back to the corner as O'Connell chases it down. Coming out with a puck was Clark, but Clark falls down. And now O'Connell brings it out. O'Connell a 2-on-1 shot right on, the save by Lambert. No chance for the rebound as skating in along with them was Mike Maristoon. Or make that Stewart.
Well, St. Cloud State just looking a little flat as they come out here in the second period. They found themselves down 3-0. And here's a look at how that 2-on-1 developed. O'Connell brings the puck across the line, and he elects to shoot. The defenseman stayed between him and Jason Stewart, did a nice job of that, and the goaltender's responsible for the shooter on a 2-on-1, and the other defenseman's got to stay between to make sure there isn't an angle. Most coaches would rather see a shot taken than a pass attempted that could be deflected by the defenseman and broken up.
Goodmanson getting the puck inside the St. Cloud zone. Cleared for a moment. Now Cullen had a piece of it. Brought back in. Christopherson goes to chase, and Vakari gets there. Kept in on the far side by Elfring. Loose puck spotted, picked up by Christopherson, and now it's intercepted and brought out by Tyson. Christopherson right there to bring it back the other way. Tanberg gets the puck inside the zone. TJ Tanberg, a local Colorado player, sophomore. Here's Tyson now. Back to the corner as Goulet is in there to help out, along with Swanson and Swanson. And we'll be right back to the National Hockey Center. It's a 4-0 Colorado College.
To discover the real difference between the world's two leading soft drinks, we're implementing an anthropological study. Chimp A will be allowed nothing but Coke. Chimp B, nothing but Pepsi. The results are astounding. The chimp that drank Coke showed improvement in motor skills. The chimp that drank Pepsi, however, disappeared.
Hello? It's him.
Face-off. Lambert. Off the face-off. Picked up by Needham. And Colorado College starts to rush out the end of the St. Cloud zone. Needham still controlling, dropping it back. It gets through Swanson, and now back out comes St. Cloud with a 2-on-1. Parrish shooting, rebound chance out front as it's deflected by Lambert, and nobody picked it up. Cullen with them on the opposite wing, I believe, during the rush. Here's Needham. Needham brought down by Paradise. Puck brought around the boards. Here's Parrish now. Parrish and Cullen gets a piece of it. It goes into the zone. New players come out for St. Cloud. Geronazzo starting the puck back. And McNeil gets into the zone as he comes around Jason Goulet. Now back out front, Paul Johnson is there. He's knocked down by Geisbauer, and McLaughlin coming in with the puck. Now a shot coming from Ramical. Reeder backhands the puck outside the zone as it comes down into the Colorado College zone. Ramical there. Johnson and Reeder collide. Now Goulet back to O'Connell. And now Ramical back out as streaking ahead is McNeil. McNeil had to hold up to avoid getting offsides. Here's Elfring now. Elfring coming into the zone. Puck picked up by Mike O'Connell now. McLaughlin gives Swanson a check, and then O'Connell runs into the boards. Bodker back in there. Loose puck as four players tie up, and now it's picked up by Swanson. Not outside the zone, though. It's kept in by Colorado College. Here's Clark now back in the corner. McLaughlin gets the puck away from Clark, and then it's fired down the length of the ice by Taj Melson. And down to 13 minutes and 56 seconds to play in the second period. St. Cloud trailing 3-0 coming into the period, and another goal for Colorado College in this period makes it a 4-0 deficit.
And if St. Cloud State's going to get anything started, they're going to have to do it now. Getting to the point now in a game where 13 minutes, if you can't come up with one goal, you could be struggling if you're down by 4 or even more going into the third.
Now a shot coming away, not through the traffic out front. It comes off to the near boards. Now here's a chance for Scott Swanson out front as a rebound chance, or a deflection rather out front by Christopherson, or Austin rather. He was tied up though by Randy Best. Here's Best now back in the corner. And now Klasny coming out with Brad Goulet. Brad Goulet doing the spin around move as he dumps the puck into the zone. Here's a pass knocked away and picked off by Rob Klasnick with a shot right on. And holding on is Jed Lambert, as he's done very well so far in this game.
Pick up top deals on tools at Menard. Save on power tool accessories from Vermont American, many for under $20. A circular saw blade is just $4.77. Plus, register to win a Chevy pickup. Brighten your home with Armstrong vinyl flooring. Many styles are on sale. Stylistic tile comes in 11 beautiful patterns, just 61 cents each. Step up to the quality of Armstrong at Menard.
Save big money at Menards.
Back into the action as the puck comes into the St. Cloud zone. Brought back out though right away. Nelson now getting the puck inside. Here's Paradise, and the puck knocked away by Geronazzo. Parrish tied up by Rude, and now Elfring takes the puck. Geronazzo gets past Taj Melson, and St. Cloud has to regroup. Here's Bakari now. Back in the corner it comes. Jason Goulet in there trying to dig it free. Kept in here by Geisbauer. As Geisbauer moves towards the net. Centering chance out front, backhand. Taken away by Melson, but he didn't get a full piece of it. Pass not able to be knocked down by Geisbauer, and Colorado College clears the zone. Here's Goulet. Jason Goulet is skating in. Knocked away from him, back from behind him by McNeil. And play brought to a stoppage here with 12 minutes to play in the second period. St. Cloud State having a tough time against the top half of the WCHA. 2 wins, 15 losses, and 2 ties on the season. Now back into the Colorado College zone. Knocked off the boards here on the near side. Comes out to center. O'Connell. Ramical coming in. A shot and a save. Kick out pad save made by Litza. Well, a shot coming back into the near corner. Kept in there on the far side by Needham. Jason Goulet getting the puck back down the ice. New players come out for St. Cloud. A little change on the fly. Hartnell now as he drives the puck in to the Huskies zone. Maristoon gunning the puck down the length of the ice, and that will be an icing call on St. Cloud State. St. Cloud State's record against the bottom half of the WCHA. We just saw how they did against the top half of the WCHA. Only 2 wins, 15 losses, and 2 ties. And on the bottom half of the WCHA, a little bit more impressive record time.
Yeah, St. Cloud State, as you can see, has a hard time playing some of the better teams in the WCHA. The 2 wins we're referring to come from the University of Minnesota and UMD in the upper half of the division. And other than that, St. Cloud State hasn't been able to produce a lot against the top teams of the league.
But they have played some very close games against a lot of them top teams.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You think about them 12 losses they've suffered in the top part of the division. Well, example, Colorado College, they've played them 3 times, and they've all been 1-goal games. So figure might be a little misleading, too, at times.
Here's Jason Stewart now. Puck gets too far in front of Stewart, and Eric Rude knocks it back the other way. Mike Maristoon. Jason Stewart diving for it, but again, Rude getting to it first. And it comes back in the St. Cloud zone. This time it'll be an icing call on CC. 10.5 to play in the second period. Still no score on the side of St. Cloud's scoreboard, but 4 goals for Colorado College. And there really hasn't been a whole lot of real good chances for St. Cloud, or not any real spectacular shots on goal.
Yeah, St. Cloud needs a line to step up right now and start performing. They need someone to get that first one by Lampard. I think we might be able to see him get a few more by him, but they need to remain constant in their defensive game as well.
Back on the far corner, Brad Goulet. Picked up now by Gudmundsson. Back to the corner, Vakari. And Vakari gets things back out for St. Cloud. Played into the zone is back behind the net is Tanberg. Now back to the far side. Kept in out of the point by Vakari. Back behind it comes. Tanberg ties up Goulet, it looks like, and now back comes Christofferson. And the puck brought up by Klasnick. That goes down the length of the ice, and that will be an icing call on St. Cloud State. We're coming right back to the National Hockey Center.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious. Tedious. Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless. So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dude. Obsessed. Possessed. Impressed. No contest.
Just underway off the face-off. Centering shot out front, and a chance as Swanson all tied up by Paradise. Couldn't even get a hand free. Couldn't get anything free. Back to the Colorado College end now. Paradise, or make that Parrish. As in behind him comes Cullen. Now Parrish, battled by Needham, gets the puck to Cullen. Cullen tied up by Cheney, and now Needham goes charging towards the puck and knocks it back into the St. Cloud zone. Here's O'Connell now. Now Schmidt picking up the puck, dropping it for Rude with a shot. Litza the save, and the puck goes back out. Dropped behind the net, and then kept in on the far side by Rude. Here's McLaughlin. Now Reeder. I'll make that Parrish trying to get the puck to Reeder. And then McLaughlin dumps it down the length of the ice. And an icing call on St. Cloud. A lot of icings during this period. Play kind of slowing down a little bit.
Well, Colorado College is the type of team, too, where their lines impose such a threat when they're down inside their offensive end and inside the St. Cloud State zone. St. Cloud State is trying to match up man for man, and it simply comes down to we've seen Peter Geronazzo, Colin Schmidt, Hartnell, Ramical, McNeil, Gudmundsson. You know, these guys, they're quality players. They've been here, and as I'm talking about it, we speak right off the draw. There's a goal. Brian Litza, you know, some traffic in front. But these are the type of players that know how to play the game of hockey. They've been playing together for a while, and as far as expecting them to make mistakes, they're not going to. They're a solid team, and that's why they win games. They don't make mistakes, and they capitalize on other teams' mistakes.
Paul Johnson taking this shot from the blue line and letting it go past Brian Litza. One of those quick shots. And Litza didn't see it coming through. Ramical trying to clear the zone. Gets out to center ice. McNeil now back on the far side is Rude. Centers it, nobody home. And almost Geisbauer deflecting off of one of the St. Cloud players out in front. Almost went past Litza. There's a deflection up and out of play. As play comes to a stoppage, we'll take a timeout. It's 5-0. Colorado College with the lead.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Off the face-off, Stewart now back on the near side. Here's a puck picked off by Bodker as he comes in, gets the shot off, and an upcoming penalty coming up on St. Cloud State. Back to the corner, Clark goes to the corner along with Maristoon. Maristoon touches the puck, and play brought to a stoppage here with a penalty. Looks like a holding call upcoming on St. Cloud State. Zakari trying to stop Bodker as he picked off that puck and drove in towards the net. And he had to do what he had to do. As a result, he's going to get the 2-minute call for holding. Bakari, well, like I said, doing what he had to do here, Todd.
Yeah, we've seen this happen a couple times too, and this is just because Colorado College is such an explosive team. St. Cloud is taking 3 penalties in this game. Randy Best, Mike O'Connell, and Andy Bakari. What's the one scenario we have in common here? All 3 of them are defensemen. All of them got holding calls against them. That just shows you the explosiveness of this Colorado College team and how much faster they are than St. Cloud State.
Now it's Geronazzo back to the corner. A centering shot out front, and a piece of it was driven away by Cheney. But Litza holding on out front. Here's Rude now firing a shot through as it deflects off some sticks out in front. Back to the near corner. Geronazzo. Power play for Colorado College. Geronazzo, backhand shot and a goal.
Well, that's the second one of the day. Colorado College moves to 2 for 3 on the power play, and Geronazzo picks up another goal. Geronazzo will get it. It'll be unassisted. And that just shows you how explosive Geronazzo is, and Brian just hasn't really stopped a lot of pucks in this game. It's another power play goal. Yesterday we saw St. Cloud State play Colorado College tough. But Colorado College still got a win out of the game. Now today Colorado College is proving why they're the #1 team in the country.
Shot by Randy Best, knocked away by Tanberg, and then Tanberg is taken down off the top rope by Best. Here's Randy Best again. Puck away. Christopherson takes a swing at it, and it deflects into his own bench. 6 minutes and 17 seconds now to play in our second period. And things have opened up here quite a bit. 6-0. Colorado College with the lead, and kind of questionable at this point in the game. With halfway through the game, do you bring in the backup goaltender, Ledeen?
Oh, I'd almost say it's necessary. I don't think we'll see Brian come out in the third period. He's already given up 6 goals, and probably see Ledeen come in, give him some playing time, see if the St. Cloud can respond a little better in the third period. As of right now, though, we only have 6 minutes remaining in the second period. St. Cloud State's only had 2 shots on net. Can't score goals or win hockey games by getting 2 shots on net.
Back in the St. Cloud State zone. Deflection by Litza back behind him. Paradise goes to the corner with Needham. Now the 2 number 7s, Bakari and Ramical collide. They go back to the corner. Puck brought out by Ramical. Now Hartnell right out front, all alone.
See, them are the types of things that just shouldn't be happening, but they're happening. St. Cloud State just playing carelessly right now.
McNeil left all alone right out in front of Litza. Now, Swanson. Arnold centering out front, a chance for Bodker. Well, the red light went on, but then it went off. So apparently it is a save by Litza.
Remember last time the puck was in Colorado College's hand?
No.
Here's a look, and these are some of the things I'm talking about now that St. Cloud State is doing very well. There never should be a time in a hockey game where a player is left that open. You know, regardless if St. Cloud State is down by 6 goals, you just don't let some guy plug away your goaltender.
Now Reeder back on the near side. Puck knocked right back into the zone, though. They'll try it on the other side as O'Connell. Down the ice for Geisbauer. He comes across the line, leaves it back. Here's a chance out front, a centering drive for Kelly Reeder, and he didn't connect. Back here on the near side. Colorado College turns things back fairly quickly. Bodker now picked up by Clark, and they're going to whistle that one down. Apparently a hand pass.
It's the first time we've seen St. Cloud State somewhat put on a little offensive pressure here in the second period. Reeder came down, and well, up in the press box here today, many people were commenting, will we see, what kind of game will we see today? You know, everyone hoped St. Cloud would come back and play tough, but yesterday they lost a heartbreaker. No doubt about it. They ended up coming back, tying the game, then with a little under a minute, Colorado College pulled one away and took away that effort. So that can affect a team, but I don't think it should affect a team by 6 goals.
Just over 4 minutes to play here in the second period. Litza making a save, and play brought to a stoppage. 6-0 score for Colorado College. Faceoff will be on the far side of Brian Litza, making that his left-hand side. Maristoon winning the draw against Schmidt, and it was knocked around the boards by O'Connell. Here's Stewart. Stewart passes the puck up for O'Connell. Awada picking it up behind O'Connell. O'Connell keeping it in, but missing the drive as Geronazzo had his stick out in front of O'Connell. Back into the St. Cloud zone. It's McLaughlin. Now Jason Stewart. Stewart, McLaughlin, and it comes back to center, but that's as far as it gets. Back the other way, and an offsides call as it hit Christofferson, coming out of his own, out of the St. Cloud zone, rather.
Well, if there's any bright spot we have seen right now from St. Cloud State, I am very, once again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but Jason Stewart, Mike Maristoon, and George Awada played very well yesterday. And that line composed, St. Cloud State has been doing an excellent job. Well, there we were just looking at Jason Christofferson, played for Burnsville back in 1991 and helped Burnsville to 3rd place, finish in the state tourney.
Here's Ryman now. Back in the zone, taken out of the play, though, by Swanson. And play whistle down as the net moved just a bit.
Well, you could drop a pin in the National Hockey Center right now and you'd probably hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Very quiet.
And there is a good turnout, too, for the final regular season game. But fans are very quiet in here at this point. Three minutes, 23 seconds to go in the second period. You would think this might be a third period score with a 6-0 Colorado College lead, but we still have one more period to play. Ryman chasing it down, but it'll be an icing call on Colorado College. With now 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the game. John Tykeson is one of those guys that hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time this year, one of the seniors. And he's one guy that will not be back next year. It's good to see that he's out on the final regular season game, though.
John Tyson's done many things for this program. He's helped this team along. He's what you'd call as a practice player. He's always been in every practice, working hard, helps the team out in the stats department. Hasn't seen, like you said, a lot of action when it comes to practice. He's always there, and he's always there giving 110%. And the St. Cloud's team, the members on this team and people through the organization have appreciated that. And it's nice to see there's still players that just are interested in playing the game of hockey and just love the sport, that they're willing to give that much to it.
Ramico hitting Needham, and Needham brings it across the line. Shot on goal. Litsa sets it up for Melson as it comes back to center. And then Brad Goulet helps the puck into the zone. Colorado College back out. Here comes the puck down for Hartnell. Hartnell with a centering pass, but nobody could get to it. And St. Cloud clears the zone. Elfring back in. Back out to center ice. Kelly Reeder with a pass. And finally Jason Goulet catches up with it as he was back about 20 feet. Ramical. Hartnell dumping it back around. And back on the near side, it's Reeder. Reeder back for St. Cloud. Melson, now Reeder coming across the line. He's hauled down. Goulet. And
late penalty on Colorado College. We'll see if St. Cloud State might be able to get something started here. Yep. They like to shoot it in instead. Well, we're going to have their second power play opportunity of the evening.
Coming up in our second intermission, we hope you'll stay with us. We'll be talking with Coach Lucia. Also some highlights from the second period of play, and a look at the seniors before the game here tonight at the National Hockey Center. The seniors were given a bit of a tribute and a salute, and we'll have a profile on the seniors. This year's St. Cloud State Husky hockey team coming up during our second intermission. We hope you'll stay with us for that. Hartnell going to the penalty box for Colorado College, checking from behind the call. The thing that St. Cloud State could definitely use at this point, a power play and a man advantage. Puck comes into this around the corner rather for Parrish. Now Swanson, and now Parrish comes out with it. Back for Paradise. Paradise guns one, and it deflects off the stick of Bodker back to the near corner. Cullen centering it, but intercepted along the way by Needham, and then dumped in by Brian Swanson. Minute 20 to go on the power play for St. Cloud. Paradise back out. Parrish not able to get control back behind. Now Cullen as it deflects off of his stick and goes out of play. And 20 seconds remaining here in the first, second period. 3 goals in the first period, 3 goals in this period thus far. All going Colorado College's way. 6-0. Minute 2 to go in the power play for St. Cloud. And they're bringing the face-off outside the Colorado College zone.
Apparently they deflected off a St. Cloud State player. That was the last player to touch it, so they'll bring it outside the zone.
O'Connell gets nailed by Clark. The puck finds its way back into the Colorado College zone, but then cleared. Back down as O'Connell chases it down. Clark getting it though. But now Karich trying to bring it out as it's knocked back in. The time runs out in the second period. Then a chance for St. Cloud State to regroup and come out in the third period, and a 6-0 deficit. We'll be back with our second intermission from the National Hockey Center.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
The Living Sea, now at the Science Museum's Omni Theater. Come wet your whistle.
Barkley and the Phoenix Suns light up the Wolves Wednesday night at 7 after Sports Connection, right here on MSC, your Minnesota Timberwolves connection.
For every season there's another reason for you to come discover Wisconsin.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
For our second intermission, Colorado College with a huge lead over St. Cloud State by the tally of 6 goals to 0 for St. Cloud. And 42 seconds remains on the clock there for a power play when St. Cloud and Colorado College return back to the ice. St. Cloud on the power play when they come back in the third period. And much more coming up in this second intermission. But 6 St. Cloud State senior players and their parents were honored before the game here today at the National Hockey Center, making this their final game here at the home ice. Here's the tribute to the hardworking St. Cloud State seniors. It's an emotional day here today at the National Hockey Center. 6 Huskies who are seniors will be playing in their final game here at the National Hockey Center, their final regular season game, and of course moving on to other things. Todd, this marks a great season of successes for these 6 players.
Yes, it marks an end of an era. As you can see, St. Cloud State has made many right moves in the right direction for this university, for this organization, for this club, and as a team. And what these 6 seniors brought to this team was a good character, good heart, and good charisma. And you can see that it's becoming very evident as some of the younger classes from St. Cloud State are learning to follow what these seniors have done. You see guys like Mark Parrish and Matt Cullen bringing leadership, some point production to this St. Cloud State team. Well, they're learning this from characters such as Taj Melson, Kelly Reeder, PJ Lepler, the captain of this St. Cloud State team. And I think you can look for a continued tradition of success to start with this St. Cloud State program. And even though they might have not had a lot of wins on their schedule this year, they've brought heart, they've brought character. And this St. Cloud State program is starting to do a 360. And considering how young this team was this year, these 6 seniors played their heart out, and they brought an element to the St. Cloud State team that is no longer going to be able to be seen because they're gone.
A good mark for those 2. The 6 great individuals leaving the Husky hockey team, when all is said and done this season, their efforts will be missed. Best of luck in their future endeavors. We'll come back to the National Hockey Center in just a few moments. A talk with Don Lucia, the head coach of the Colorado College Tigers. And, of course, a recap, summary of our second period, and we'll let you know what's upcoming in the third period when we come back right to the National Hockey Center in just a few minutes.
Smart. It's more than low prices, a lot more.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Head to Menards for Peerless Values. Find extra savings on kitchen faucets from Peerless. They're backed by a lifetime warranty. This single-handle model with spray is $45.69 after rebate. Install that new floor the easy way with Easy Flow concrete underlayment. It's self-leveling, no need for special tools, ideal for all high-moisture areas. Now $19.96. Home improvements are easy at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, and welcome back to the National Hockey Center. And joining us once again for our second intermission is head coach of Colorado College, Don Lejean. Thanks a lot for being here.
No, you're welcome.
Yesterday, your thoughts. You guys played a well game. You came up with the victory yesterday. What was the difference in the game yesterday for Colorado College to get the victory?
Well, I think experience probably was the biggest difference. That when St. Cloud rallied from that 4-2 deficit to tie it 4-4 late in the game, that we didn't lose our poise, and we came out and scored that very next shift with 30 seconds to go in the game.
Now, these two teams, this is the third one-goal game you guys have played against each other this year. Do you think there's some kind of reason for that?
Well, I think St. Cloud's an excellent hockey team, and they always play tough against us. For whatever reason, we've had their number. We've been able to win these games in the third period, and we're just hoping that can continue tonight.
All right, now the goaltender situation. One thing that your team is known for is you have an opportunity because you have two very solid goaltenders. You really can rotate them through the course of the year. Now, tonight's game, are you going with a different goaltender?
Well, Judd Lambert will play tonight. He's played the second game of the series most of the season, and we're not going to change that this week.
Now, when we get into the playoff scenario, do you look for one goaltender to step up and take charge, or are you going to continue to rotate goaltenders until one of them doesn't deserve to play anymore?
Well, I think we'll continue to rotate as we enter the playoffs and just see how they perform in the playoffs.
All right, now tonight's game, or the second game of the series, St. Cloud State yesterday played you guys tough. Do we expect to see anything different from Colorado College, or can you expect anything different from St. Cloud State?
Well, we'd like to do a couple things better today. I think we'd like to perform a little better on specialty teams than we did yesterday. We'd like to do a little bit better job in the offensive zone, rolling the corners and not throwing the puck to the front of the net. I think we did that far too many times and initiated their breakout. So we have to do a better job protecting the puck. That's a big thing today.
Now, talking about the special teams yesterday, there wasn't really a lot of penalties. How common is that, and what do you think you can relate that to?
Well, I think it's two teams that like to get up and down the rink and skate, not overly physical, not dirty teams, and we've been involved in quite a few of those types of games so far this year. So it was an easy game for the referees, but it was dictated by the play of the players on the ice.
Now, speaking about the officials, how do you think the officials called the game yesterday? Would you like to see more penalties, or do you like to see the guys just be able to play?
Well, I don't think any more penalties really deserved in the game last night. There wasn't any cheap hits or that much hooking and holding. It was just a well-played game with a lot of skating in it.
Okay, now you guys are going to have the opportunity to play Northern Michigan. What's going to have to happen for you guys to prepare going into first-round playoffs, taking on Northern Michigan, a team that's been at the lower division?
Well, they seem to be playing a lot better right now since they got rid of 6 guys. We have not seen them since November, so it's been a long time. So the most important thing for us is to respect Northern Michigan, so we're at our best next weekend.
Now, hopefully you will come on top next week, and then you'll go into the Final 5. Minnesota has been struggling now these last 8 games. You guys in Minnesota were the 2 teams to beat towards the end of the season, and Minnesota's kind of slid a little bit. What can you relate that to, and what are they going to have to do to turn things around?
Well, my understanding is this weekend they ran into a hot goaltender, and a hot goaltender can be the equalizer for anybody. And, when you launch 45, 48 shots 2 nights in a row, you'd think you'd win those games. So, Minnesota, I'm sure, is going to right everything up here as we enter the playoffs. They're an outstanding hockey team, and they're going to be somebody that has to be dealt with not only in the WCHA playoffs, but the NCAA tournament.
Okay, well, good luck to you and your team the rest of the season. Good luck in the NCAAs.
Thank you.
That's Don Lucia, head coach of Colorado College. And when we come back to the National Hockey Center, we'll have more of our second intermission.
Smart. It's more than low prices, a lot more.
A good selection of business dress and casual clothing is very important to our customers, and we have that at Knight's Chamber with over 1,500 suits and sport coats in stock at all times. In addition to that, our customers want clothing that looks good not only now, but years from now. To ensure that, trousers should be lined to the knee. Inside pockets should be attached to the garment and not just the lining. Seams must be smooth and securely stitched. And finally, the clothing should be made by quality makers like Hart Marks, Nino Cerruti, Daniel Hester, and Alan St. George. That's what we have at Knight's Chamber. In addition to that, our tailoring department ensures a 100% custom fit. We want you to see this for yourself. For that reason, we are offering a $25 limited time coupon good for the purchase of any suit or sport jacket in our store. Call me now at 253-7030. I'll send you the coupon and schedule a visit to our store. We're Knight's Chamber Clothiers, Crossroads Center.
We welcome you back to the National Hockey Center. Our second intermission continues. Jeff Hanson back with Todd Karich. Todd, during that second period, St. Cloud State, and I guess throughout the entire game, St. Cloud State is just having trouble keeping up with Colorado College tonight.
Yeah, Colorado College is a great team. They really play the body well. They really control the puck a lot. They know how to play physical when need be, and they're up on top of this game with 6 goals for the better part because they are a better team.
And the shots on goal, St. Cloud just has not had that many shots on goal tonight. Taking a look at the summary after the second period, things really going Colorado College's way.
Yeah, Judd Lampert's a very solid goaltender, and you can't expect to get a lot of goals if you only get 4 shots. Colorado College, on the other hand, has been really bombarding Brian Leitza. They've given them everything they possibly want. They've got it high, low, both sides, and they've scored on it from all possible angles. A couple power play goals, a shorthanded goal, and 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, the penalties in during the second period, only 2 penalties, so really, not playing a big factor in the game. But again, it's just St. Cloud is not able to keep up with them. Colorado College is playing some good hockey today.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like you said, St. Cloud State just is not as good of a team as Colorado College, and well, Colorado College is a great team, and when they score goals like the ones we saw in the second period, they're going to win hockey games.
TC's first goal of the second period, and their 4th goal of the game. Chad Hartnell getting the goal here.
Yeah, they added an assistant radical on this with McNeil, and the three. This line, this is Colorado College's second line, and this is just a nice line rush. They bring it inside the zone. Randy Bass loses his stick, and there's a shot right there, crashing the net hard, looking for that rebound, and just blew one right by Brian Leitza. I don't even think Brian really knew where it came from. And the 6th goal, Jaron Ozzo puts it away for Colorado College again. It's an unassisted goal, and it's a power play goal, and this is his second one of the game, and it's not too often you see a player that will have a backhand like that. It's an excellent backhand. Colorado College all around, great players on this hockey team. They know how to shoot the puck, and that's why they're up by 6 goals.
Paul Johnson with a goal in between. They're making it 6-0 at the end of 40 minutes. The final 20 minutes of this game is just around the corner. Stay with us.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless. So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dew. Obsessed. Possessed. Impressed. No contest.
The final 20 minutes of play ready to roll here at the National Hockey Center. The final 20 minutes of the regular season between St. Cloud State and Colorado College. And, Todd, not really a favorable team for St. Cloud State to finish off the season with. That's obviously got to be a little tough here.
Yeah, it's very tough. They played very well last night, but the course of the game today, we can look at the game summary, and St. Cloud State just been having a tough time all around. Colorado College, they've had penalties. They haven't as many. They're 2 for 3 in the power play. They're doing exactly what Coach Don Lucia wants them to. Excellent special team play, getting lots of shots, and not allowing St. Cloud State to really have control of the game, and not allowing St. Cloud State a lot of shots. When you only get 4 shots in one period, there's something's not happening, or something's not taking place that should be, and that's been very evident. From a coaching standpoint, though, I'm sure Coach Dahl went into the locker room and said, I don't expect you to come back from 6 goals, but what I do expect is a full 20 minutes of hockey from you guys. Put out everything you have, play the best possible game you have, and let's build a little momentum and get ready for next week when we have to go to Denver.
And we're underway in the 3rd period with St. Cloud winning the draw. It comes back right away, though, to Paradise. St. Cloud on the power play here for about another 30 seconds or so. Paradise on the far side. Knocked back into the zone by Elfring as it got away from Paradise. Here's Cullen now hitting almost Paradise, but it was almost intercepted by Elfring. It was knocked away. Elfring almost got it going his way and headed in towards Brian Lietza. Well, St. Cloud State has not led this game. They trail 6-0 at this point, and when trailing after 2 periods of play, well, they certainly have not been very successful. 1-11-0 so far on the season, and that's the result of third period play, which has been improving over the past month and a half, but in the early part of the season was not very strong.
Yeah, St. Cloud hasn't been known as a third period hockey club this year, and I think one thing in regards to that matter is I think experience plays a big factor with that. Coach Chia said last night's game with Colorado College winning the game, he thought one of the big factors was experience. His guys have been there, they know how to play. Last year his team didn't perform very well in the NCAA tourney. Well, this year they're more prepared. They've had players that have played there. When it comes to games like that, one goal, tight, close games, Colorado College's players have been there. They know what it's like to play in the big game. Some of these younger St. Cloud State players, it's a lot of pressure to be putting on them. Not a lot of pressure as far as from a media aspect or any type of thing like that, but from the aspect of as a player, they really haven't had the experience of playing Division I hockey at a pressure type pace like that. There's been involved in some good games this year, but when you're playing the #1 team in the country, such as Colorado College, and it's a 1-goal game, you tend not to respond as well as you would if you're playing a different team.
An upcoming penalty on Colorado College here. St. Cloud State will go back on the power play. Ramico going to the box for the Tigers.
Ramico's been having a very good, solid game for the Tigers. There was an assist added to Ramico on the 4th goal, but here's a look. Nelson has control, and he just got the stick up by Taj's shoulder and hold him down, and they're going to give him a hooking call. A little over a minute into the 3rd period. St. Cloud's going to have a power play opportunity. It'll be their 3rd of the evening. One thing we haven't talked about either, interesting decision, Brian Lietza did remain in the game for St. Cloud State. So I'm sure Coach Dahl is telling Brian, you have a good period of hockey too. 20 minutes, that's all I'm asking, you know. Put the other 2 periods behind you and do what you can do now.
Back down the near side, back to the corner it goes. Elfring is in there and after it. Now Elfring with it, and Vakari goes to tie up with him. Run up by Reeder. Kept in by O'Connell. Here's Reeder. Back behind the net now, off to the side rather. Geisbauer tries to center, but was stopped by Rude. O'Connell lost control as it comes out of the zone by Bodker with a shot in the goal. Right through, I believe, the legs of Brian Lietza.
Brian's a little disappointed in himself right now. That's another shot that probably should have been stopped. St. Cloud State, Michael Connell was trying to keep the puck inside the zone, and well, the second shorthanded goal of the evening for Colorado College.
It's the guy upstairs who got it, and I got the assist. No, don't do that.
There's Bodker. The shot and the goal. And there's not a whole lot to say on that.
Yeah, if that would have been in the 1st period, I think Brian would have came up with that save. I just don't think his head has been in the game. Just after St. Cloud got 3 or 4 behind, I think everyone on the team just kind of lost track of what their goal was, and Brian's had a hard time getting his confidence back.
Back down the length of the ice, all the way in comes Brian Swanson. Nelson battling with Swanson. Now Cullen goes to the boards with Swanson. Karich in there trying to get the puck free, but picked up, and in comes Hartnell. Hartnell, shot in the goal.
This is a game of pond hockey we're seeing out here right now. St. Cloud State just making very sloppy passes, and Hartnell will pick up his 2nd goal of the evening, and that makes for 3 shorthanded goals.
Well, I don't know. I think that the temptation maybe to bring in Tim Ledeen might be a little bit more at this point. Less than 3 minutes played in the third period. And an additional 2 goals have been added by Colorado College. Here's O'Connell now, heading the offensive rush for St. Cloud. Back on the far side, right out front, a chance as Awada was there. Up near the face-off circle with a shot, and that one deflected wide. Back to the near corner. Kelly Reeder with the puck now. Reeder trying to center for Geisbauer, but it was knocked away and intercepted by McNeil. Geisbauer upended back in the corner. Christopherson now. Christopherson off of his skate. Gets a stick on it, and the puck ahead to Ramacle. Now McNeil, as Jay McNeil circles around with Klasnick all over him. Here's O'Connell now back out for St. Cloud. Klasnick centering it. Brad Goulet back in the corner. Now Randy Best over skating and brought back out by Colorado College. Knocked down by Tykeson. Tykeson over to Ryman. Now Klasnick. Ryman and Tanberg to make that Geronazzo tie up. Puck back into the St. Cloud zone. Randy Best fires the shot ahead after being charged by Schmidt. Lambert sets it up. Elfring back for Tanberg. Here's Maristoom now tying up with Cheney. Brought out, passed ahead, goes through Randy Best. Geronazzo tries to chase it down, but Dan Ryman back there in time. Maristoon, as the pass goes by Maristoon, and play whistle down icing on St. Cloud. We'll be right back. It's an 8-0 score.
Show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Back to the play in the third period here, just underway as it comes to center. Back for Rude, and now on the far side, pass to head out at center. Goes by Clark. Now Clark back with it. Skates into the zone. Bodker gets a puck back in the corner. Puck left behind Bodker and Stewart, and now O'Connell dumps it ahead, and Awada gets the puck down the ice to Stewart with a shot right on net, and that one deflected back in the corner. Stewart getting a check-in back in the far corner against Clark. Or make that Johnson was the guy that got leveled by Stewart. Here's Rude. Now back by Clark out to Needham. Shot blocked by Awada. Nelson not able to get to it in time. It's picked up by Gudmundsson. Here's Bakari now trying to clear the zone. Back outside the zone for a moment. Bakari steps back in. Played ahead. And it goes back into the CC zone. Here's Needham. Gudmundsson in. Sneaks around Ryman. And Litza making a save. And play brought to a stoppage.
Well, it's very interesting to see that the crowd here at St. Cloud State's still sticking around.
I think a handful has left already, but Back out to the point now. Elfring. Back for Geisbauer now as Geisbauer comes into the zone, sneaks around Elfring, gets a backhanded shot off the side of the net. It comes back behind as Jason Goulet chases it down. Here's Geisbauer. Elfring all over Geisbauer again.
Jen.
Dropped back. And play whistle down. An upcoming penalty on Colorado College here. Here's the largest margin of defeat for St. Cloud State. 6-goal margin against UMD. That happened earlier this season. And an 8-goal margin would break that record. Still some time left in this game, though. 12 minutes and 57 seconds to play. Here's Swanson now. Centered out front by Cullen, and a shot ripped away by Melson, but the save by Lambert.
Well, we haven't had a chance to see much of Lampert's goaltending today because St. Cloud State really hasn't had a lot of shots. But Lampert is a very solid goaltender. And St. Cloud State might be able to get a few more shots on him in this power play.
Taj Melson is one player that's been giving it the extra effort during this third period. I've seen some very good skating and physical play from Taj Melson. He wants to get some goals in this period. And it shows by his play out on the ice. Back for Melson now. Melson shooting away. Rebound chance out front as Goulet was there, but knocked away real quickly by Lambert. Here's a puck coming for Goulet, but it now trickles off his stick, and Needham clears it down the ice. Minute 20 to go on the power play for St. Cloud. That's Elfring, incidentally, that took the penalty for Colorado College. Back in the corner. Brought out by O'Connell. Back for Nelson. Near side is Kelly Reeder, Captain Kelly Reeder. For O'Connell. O'Connell gets the shot off, deflects off Rude. Parrish in there trying to take a shot. And then Parrish drops Johnson. After he takes the shot, Parrish bothered a little bit there out front of the net.
What do you think the refs say to Michael Connell there? Don't worry, it's almost over. Still 11 minutes to go. A little over. Some of the state players are anxious. I don't think any team likes to get shut out, so I'm sure St. Cloud State's really going to try getting a couple more goals, or one maybe. I shouldn't say a couple. We'll go for that first one.
And I think that's what they need at this point, because the goal will usually spark the fuel a little bit once they get the goal and once the adrenaline starts pumping.
Yeah, the question is there any fuel left?
Right. Time ticking away on the St. Cloud State power play. Here's Vakari now coming out of his own zone. O'Connell. O'Connell sends the puck through the front of the net. Back for Reeder on the far side. Reeder off the mark for Geisbauer, and the puck comes back down into the St. Cloud zone, and some frustration from Kelly Reeder. Vakari. Ryman couldn't pick the puck on the pass. Penalty expires, and that's it for the St. Cloud power play. Here's a chance coming in. Bonker gets the drive, but it was whistled down offsides. And they go to the boards.
Well, some of the players took exception to the fact that he shot the puck, because the whistle had sounded and he still elected to shoot the puck. And in many leagues and the WCHA, that is a penalty, but that's a discretion call up to the official. But yeah, if you shoot the puck after the whistle, it is not allowed.
John Tykeson was in there fairly quickly. And he'll go to the box along with
Got
Bodker.
2 minutes each for roughing, 2 additional minutes on 17 unsportsmanlike conduct shooting after the whistle.
2 on the board.
2 on
Now
the
we
board
hear the call.
for them. Get a guy in the box.
St. Cloud State will get a power play. Like I said, they did give him a call. What I was referring to, they for shooting the puck after the whistle. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Well, this is after the shot has taken place now. And there's Tyke. He's going to come in there and he's going to let him know, I don't appreciate you doing that to my goaltender, shooting the puck after the whistle. And then there's some more friendly chit-chat.
All right, well, a timeout has been called. We'll be right back to the National Hockey Center.
Painting jobs are a breeze with quality products from Menard. Wagner's power painting systems make quick work of any size painting job. The cordless paint roller cuts your painting time in half. Now $39.75. Pour on the savings with Lucite paint. It covers beautifully and lasts for years. Interior flat paint is now $6.92 a gallon after mail-in rebates. Menards has dazzling deals on paint.
Save big money at Menards.
Play just underway. Coming in. Shot in by Hartnell. Shot on net. Leitza sets it up for Paradise back behind. Four-on-four situation here. And in comes Ramacol towards Leitza. Leitza makes the save. And play brought to a stoppage and an upcoming penalty here on St. Cloud State.
Belson's going to be going to the box for the Huskies. We'll get a 2-minute minor for hooking.
Just an example of
frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah, frustration at its finest. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Kelly Reeder get
frustrated.
Yeah,
as he
exactly. That's like very uncharacteristic of Kelly. Even throughout this whole game, even though he's been beaten by 8 goals, you can tell he's one guy in this team that is still working as hard as possible, playing the best game he knows how to play. And well, a few shifts ago when he made that bad pass, you could just see it, that he was really upset with himself, and I'm sure he's not very happy by the way the St. Cloud State team is playing.
Things just not going St. Cloud State's way here tonight. And one of the reasons, the shots that have been on net, Lambert has been doing a heck of a job to stop them. Here's O'Connell. Maristoon now on the far side. Maristoon trying to get the puck through to Stewart, but it was stopped by a couple of players along the way and then cleared out by Scott Swanson. Stewart again now into the zone. Here's Maristoon on the near side. Austin getting a piece of the puck for the Tigers. Bakari back around. Now here's Maristoon. The wraparound with Maristoon. Shot the goal! Well, they got one.
Well, I said that I've really liked the way that Maristoon, Stewart, and Owada have been playing today, and I figured if anyone was going to get a goal, it'd be coming from that line. And a nice play. A very nice play on the part of St. Cloud State to get a goal. Show a little character. Finally gotten one by, and this is exciting, the St. Cloud State team. Even though they're still down by 7 goals, it's nice to see, you know, they're happy. There's some effort here. And that's like the nice thing to see. Here's Maristoon, brings it around the net and just slides her right in between the pads. Lambert, there goes that shutout.
And I think that's probably what Lambert was saying at about that time. And there goes my shutout.
Bakari will get the assist on it. So Maristoon from Bakari.
Under 10 minutes to go here in the game. 8-1 as St. Cloud State is on the board. Jason Goulet now back in his own zone. A few seconds remaining in the penalties. Here's a chance out front now. Karich shooting away. St. Cloud State remaining in the penalty box here for another 30 seconds. The Nelson penalty. So they'll be shorthanded. Short power play for Colorado College. 15 seconds now on the CC power play. Ryman fires the puck down the ice. Lambert sets it up back behind. Here's Eric Rude. Puck played ahead for Hartnell. Now Ramical. Nelson out of the box. Back to 5 skaters a team. Hartnell on the far side. Knocked off of the play by Cullen, and here's a 2-on-1 for St. Cloud. Cullen in Paradise. Cullen shooting up high. Rebound chance coming out front. Paradise almost put it in. Puck came off the back glass and landed right out to the side of Lambert. And then there, a puck that goes out of play. And there's a stoppage. We'll take a timeout and come right back to the Hockey Center.
There's a place where lovers go to cry their trouble away, and they call it Lonesome Town, where the hearts stay. Yes! You can buy a dream or two.
Back out at center ice now, just underway. Clark now comes to the near side. Sent in by Paradise. Both teams at full strength, incidentally. Cullen, puck played away from Cullen. But Cullen comes back with it, and a shot deflects off of the stick of Scott Swanson. Parrish is with it now. Mark Parrish, a guy who had a couple of goals last night against the Tigers. Loose puck picked up by Parrish. Some fancy stick work, gets the puck over for O'Connell. O'Connell with Scott Swanson behind him. And they go to the boards. O'Connell coming out with it. Now O'Connell still with it, skating all over the zone. Here's Maristoon now as he loses his footing after running into Botker, and now into the zone comes Brian Swanson. Swanson shot in the goal as he gets the puck over to Clark.
Well, another 2-on-1 situation. Colorado College increases their lead back to 8 goals. And, well, as you can tell by the St. Cloud State crowd, I don't think too many onlookers here are too pleased the way this is going.
10-1-0.
Darren Clark will get the goal, the assist going to Brian Swanson and Boddicker. And here's a look, a nice play by the defenseman trying to slide in there, but Colorado College, the one thing that we've noticed this series is they know how to finish. Colorado College, it seems like every one of these players on this team can finish. You give them a chance in front of the open net, they'll put it away. Like, I think that's one thing that has made them indifferent to the Gophers this year. The Minnesota, you know, they've been compared to Colorado College as being 2 of the better teams in the league and 2 of the teams that would be one of the better teams to represent the WCHA and the NCAA tourney. But Minnesota has players that have a hard time finishing and putting the puck in the net, whereas Colorado College on all 3 lines, we look, they really know how to put the puck away.
Taj Melson has had a stellar year for St. Cloud. Senior player, 35 points and 10 multiple point games this season. That's an outstanding statistic for Taj Melson as a defenseman. He knows how to work the puck around and play as a team player. (9-1). Colorado College the lead here. Just under 6 minutes to play in the game. Kelly Reeder now streaks up the near side, dropping it back. George Iwana falls down along with Ramical. Back for Bakari, though, a shot. Rebound chance out front. Iwana was digging for it, as was Reeder. Here's a pass now to Reeder from Bakari. Reeder rather, back to Iwana. There's a pass. Geisbauer circling around. Back out to the point, kept in by Bakari. There's Reeder, and it gets away. Clearing attempt, stopped by Bakari with a shot. And that one deflected by Lambert. Here's O'Connell. Back to the corner, it goes by Kelly Reeder. Jake Geisbauer now on the near side. Awana, Geisbauer. Geisbauer stick handling around. And puck knocked away from him by Elfring. O'Connell shooting away. Wide of the net. Kept in by Awana on the far side. Here's Awana now. Awana centering. Here's a shot driven away. A rebound chance. O'Connell getting 2 chances. And 2 big saves by Lambert.
I'll tell you what, Mike has turned into the offensive defenseman since St. Cloud's been down by 5 or 6 goals. I've seen him take more shots in this game than I have the whole year.
Well, he sees the need to get the shots on net, I think.
Well, at least someone's out there providing, I guess.
Parrish goes to the near corner with Hartnell. Here's Paradise now. And Matt Cullen back for St. Cloud. Cullen off the mark with the pass to Goulet. And the puck cleared back down into the St. Cloud zone by the Tigers. Randy Best on the near side. Make that Paradise. Stopped along the way by Johnson. Passed ahead to Gudmundsson,
who just came out of the penalty box, and therefore it was whistled dead.
All right, we'll come right back to the National Hockey Center.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Back to center ice. Klansnick getting a piece of it. And then dumped back into the St. Cloud zone by Cheney. Centered out front, shot by Geronazzo, and a big save by Litza. Here's the rebound chance for Schmidt, and an upcoming penalty on Dan Ryman for pulling down Schmidt out in front of the net.
A bit of holding call. Seeing the game slow down quite a bit. A lot of penalties towards the latter part of the game. Not really that they make much of a difference anymore.
St. Cloud State is having to take those penalties to help out with the defense. Here's another look.
Yeah, Lisa makes the initial save, then he lets the puck squirt away from him. Dan's got his stick right there. Pushes back a little bit too far. Brings player down. And he's off to the box for 2.
Shot in the pad, saved by Litza, and then cleared down into the Colorado College zone. Dan Ryman in the box. Colorado College on the power play. Puck into the zone by Swanson. That's Scott Swanson. Now Christopherson, and now back to the point. Needham, far side, centered out front. A chance for Christopherson. The rebound chance almost came to Gudmundsson, and he almost got a piece of it with his stick. Austin into the far side with O'Connell, and then Kelly Reeder sends it down the ice. 2.5 minutes to play in the game. And back out comes Colorado College, continuing to be on the power play. About a minute left on the power play. Here's a chance on the break now. McNeil coming in with a shot and the save by Litza. Gunned around the boards by Bakari, but kept in out of the point by Bob Needham. Comes off the boards. Hartnell, Ramical, and gets outside the zone as Needham juggles it a bit, and an offsides call as he brought it back in will be assessed to Colorado College. St. Cloud State has allowed 10 goals when they played Wisconsin and UND in previous years. We're wondering if they'll tie or break that record tonight. They certainly are hoping not to. Eric Rude now back for Colorado College. McNeil, Hartnell now. Hartnell still with the puck. He fans on this shot. Gets the puck over to Rude. Back to the corner it comes. A minute and a half to play in the game. McNeil with a stick on it, and it deflects up and out of play. Well, this being the final regular season game, that means playoff time just around the corner coming up next week. And the picture for these two teams, St. Cloud State will meet Denver in the first round of the playoffs. And Colorado College will play Northern Michigan. Some other matchups: Alaska Anchorage taking on the Gophers at Mariucci, Wisconsin at UMD, and Tech in North Dakota.
That Alaska Anchorage Minnesota series shall be quite interesting because Alaska Anchorage
has come on fire.
Yeah, I guess you would say that. They beat Denver 2 games this weekend. And Minnesota's only won 2 out of their last 8 games. So, you know, that's an interesting scenario. If Alaska plays really well and Minnesota continues to have misquirks, I guess, like you said, Don Lucia put it best. Minnesota did get over 40 shots on net both games, but Kurt Dobbins-Beck just played unreal. I'm sure we might be able to look for him to be WCHA Defensive Player of the Week. But things like that and problems like that keep arising. You know, you never know when you might run into a hot goaltender, and that could make for an interesting series. Playoff time is a different ball game. Everyone's 0-0. No one has any wins, no one has any losses.
And a lot of surprises sometimes happen in the playoffs too. Down to 45 seconds to go in the game. St. Cloud trailing by 8. Here's Mark Parrish. Mark Parrish battled by Elfring. Elfring and Parrish still tied up here on the near side. Puck back behind him. Now gets through to O'Connell. Parrish breaking free, but Goodmanson in there. And then O'Connell getting the puck back into the far corner. 20 seconds to go in the game. Puck back out at center ice. Cullen with it. Here's O'Connell. And then Parrish. 10 seconds to go. With a shot on net. Lambert clears it to the far side. Geronazzo wastes time as this game comes to a close. And St. Cloud State loses no, it wasn't close. They lose one here tonight by the score of 9-1. We'll come back with a recap of the game when we come right back in a minute. Who's that guy on that camera?
Add a brighter look to many rooms with lighting fixtures from Menards. Choose from many attractive styles of U.S. fluorescent lights on sale now. This solid oak frame light is only $44.88. Enjoy warm luxury underfoot with carpeting from Salem Carpets. Supreme elegance is available in a number of colors now, just $8.36 a square yard. Menards helps you make your house a home.
Save big money at Menards.
A good selection of business dress and casual clothing is very important to our customers, and we have that at Knight's Chamber with over 1,500 suits and sport coats in stock at all times. In addition to that, our customers want clothing that looks good not only now, but years from now. To ensure that, trousers should be lined to the knee. Inside pockets should be attached to the garment and not just the lining. Seams must be smooth and securely stitched. And finally, the clothing should be made by quality makers like Hart Marks, Nino Cerruti, Daniel Hester, and Alan St. George. That's what we have at Knight's Chamber. In addition to that, our tailoring department ensures a 100% custom fit. We want you to see this for yourself. For that reason, we are offering a $25 limited time coupon good for the purchase of any suit or sport jacket in our store. Call me now at 253-7030. I'll send you the coupon and schedule a visit to our store. We're Knight's Chamber Clothiers, Crossroads Center.
And we welcome you back to the National Hockey Center for the recap of the game here tonight. 9-1 final for Colorado College beating St. Cloud State in the second game of the weekend series and the final regular season game here at the National Hockey Center. Taking a look at the period summer, the third period maybe a little bit better than the first two, but really at this point it was tough for St. Cloud to make up that deficit.
Yeah, well, St. Cloud State, they really found out who they were playing today during this afternoon. They played a tough game on Friday. They lost by a score of 5-4. It went down to the wire to the final minute. Well, today we saw a little bit of differential. Colorado College won by 8 goals. They showed this St. Cloud crowd and the rest of the WCHA why they are the #1 ranked team in the nation right now. And with victories like this, they win by 8 goals. They have a 1-goal game yesterday, and then they come here today and win by 8 goals. It's not a common thing, but that's something that a great team can do.
Just an example of what kind of a team Colorado College is. Here's the stats at the end of during the third period, and a little bit closer in the shot department, but the quality shots I think maybe continue to come from Colorado College.
Yeah, it was very nice to see St. Cloud State play a little better in the third period. They had 10 shots on goal. Their total, wasn't the greatest, but the third period was by far probably their best period. They had a few penalties, and they got a power play goal, and they got a goal. So that is the bright spot of looking at the third period.
Taking a look at some of the goals during the period. Here's a goal here that another Colorado College goal.
Yeah, just this exemplifies how Colorado College was playing. They were getting opportunities and breaks like this the whole time. There you see Geronazzo on here like you would not believe. He's around the net. He's had a couple tonight, and Colorado College continued to enforce the factor of we're the #1 team in the nation. It was very evident in this game. They capitalized on all of St. Cloud State's mistakes, but for a short time, St. Cloud State was on the brighter side as Andy Vicari and Mike Marasoon connected here, and Mike Marasoon with a good individual effort just slid one right by Lampert and took away the shutout. So,
and at that point, 8-1 I think was the score, and another goal added for Colorado College to make the final 9-1 here tonight. Well, a tough one for St. Cloud to end the season on. We'll come back with some final comments and wrapping up the season for our coverage here from the National Hockey Center. Stay with us.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4 year old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Get ready to board the Northern Caravan as Let's Play Hockey takes a road trip to the hockey hotbeds in the Midwest. Olympic coach Herb Brooks and publisher Doug Johnson host 30 minutes of grassroots hockey featuring youth and high school teams in the 5-state area. From mites to seniors, boys to girls, to Maha moments, Let's Play Hockey has it all. Wednesday at 6 on MSC, your ultimate sports connection.
Add a brighter look to many rooms with lighting fixtures from Menards. Choose from many attractive styles of U.S. fluorescent lights on sale now. This solid oak frame light is only $44.88. Enjoy warm luxury underfoot with carpeting from Salem Carpets. Supreme elegance is available in a number of colors now, just $8.36 a square yard. Menards helps you make your house a home.
Save big money at Menards.
Jordan scored 13 in the first half. Yes. O'Neal with a strong move, scores and fouled. Orlando hung in there. Shaq